Hello, you! I'm Callum, this is Ed, and this is my brother Jordan.
Hello.
Welcome to Real Feels, Real Review. Very
Episode
smart.
number 2.
Yeah, number 2, guys. Today we'll be reviewing The
Fog.
Fog.
In other words, John Carpenter's The Fog from 1980.
Don't watch it.
That's his opinion already.
Yeah.
Straight to the point. This guy don't beat around the bush. He doesn't like.
It's as boring as an old bag of spuds.
I
was
was
boring
crying.
as-
It wasted so much of my time.
You were so bored you went on your phone.
Yeah. So what are you talking about?
Exactly.
It was like I'll give it this. John Carpenter. I don't know what went wrong between The Thing
Yeah.
and Halloween, but this is just like a film where pretend doesn't exist in your filmography because this was so boring. The Fog is a villain? Like, come on. Look, I know you didn't do the idea because it was Stephen King's book after all.
Yeah.
And he has done some big misses.
And you are right.
But it was just so boring. Like, it just is a dated film now.
Yeah, it's very dated compared
Also,
to nowadays.
all the kills are off screen.
Yeah, but are so funny.
They're
It's unreal.
laughably bad.
But it's so funny, especially the guy that gets killed at I think it was like this like outhouse police office.
Yeah.
And he just goes to the door.
And then he gets grabbed.
And then he just gets grabbed and held off screen and that's it.
What
It's
I
just
thought
really
was
funny.
the funniest part about this shit-ass movie was none of it.
You
It
didn't.
was shit.
Do you even remember what happened?
No.
No, fair
well,
enough. It was.
I guess that's how boring the film was. If this man
Exactly.
can't remember it.
And I remember stuff very well.
No, he doesn't. I was about to say
No,
that. You know,
he
your
really
memory is
doesn't.
shocking. Yeah, this movie was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Especially
Shocking.
the ending when the guy, when this priest guy
Oh yeah.
brings out a cross and it fucking glows.
And then he prays
Yes.
that the fog will disappear. It does, and then it's like, gotcha,
Because
psych,
Because
we're
it
back.
comes back.
Yeah.
He tried to use Jesus as a
Literally.
weapon against these ghost creatures.
And clearly, Jesus doesn't work because, flip me, man.
This
I've
ain't The
never seen.
Exorcist.
I've seen many a horror film, but I've never seen one inside of a church where the cross glows like it's a flipping glow
Yeah.
stick.
Do you know what will beat this fog? Jesus.
Yeah.
And
Just total.
yes.
So
It's totally.
it's very brilliant. Well
Are there
done.
any positives we can give it?
No.
I guess one of the positives probably is the cinematography by Dean Cundy.
Who's
I
that?
thought,
The guy that filmed the thing.
you know, I thought the way he like shot most of the film was like really well shot.
I'll
For, like,
give it that.
a very
yeah.
dated film.
It was shot well, but the
Yeah.
problem is, the fog, they say one thing, the characters say one thing, and the fog does the complete opposite in the movie. They're
Yeah.
like, the fog's coming in, it's not even near the beach. And then in another
Yeah.
scene, it's right, and apparently the fog could just go under doors.
Yeah, I never
And
understood
travel.
that at all.
Well,
And the
you guys
characters
are
didn't
kind
think,
of
they
silly.
didn't think about, we have materials around us, why don't we just block the door off? No, they're just stupid and they open the door right into the fog. And out comes these guys in masks, they grab the person.
And that's it.
That's
yeah,
it.
they just.
That's the death.
Yeah, it's anticlimactic, guys. Honestly.
I actually
Yeah.
feel bad for Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie because
Yeah,
she just feels
bad.
like she doesn't want to be here.
No, exactly. And there are quite a few people in this movie that just feel like they don't want to be here at all. I mean, for a movie that came out in 1980 but was shot in 79, I think personally that by today's standards, it's got way too many people in it.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't even want to rewatch the remake that came out.
Yeah,
in the 2000s,
exactly.
'cause
It
this
doesn't-
movie was,
It
doesn't
doesn't
deserve
make me.
it. I mean, this film I'd actually look at it and go, yeah, it might need a remake, but the remake's probably just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
If
as
not
the
worse.
Yeah, because it's going to have probably terrible CGI. At least the fog is practical in this movie.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't
Looks
know
like
how
a smoke machine.
How many smoke machines they used?
Nah, guys.
It's
they
all the
won't-
budget.
Secretly, they won't use a smoke. They won't use a smoke machines.
They're using cigarettes.
Nah, they're just using 15 million smokers,
Yeah.
and that's
Nice.
how fog is simulated.
It's just.
Ah.
It's an alright movie. It's got good bits. It's got bad bits, but overall, I think for the majority of the plot, it's just boring.
Yeah.
And when the fog comes in, it then turns into a comedy.
But yeah, there's far too many characters to focus on.
That so much
It's
that,
too
that
jumpy.
it dots around, it dots to different people, and it's like, who are these people? And then they die, and then you just don't care.
I mean, there's one character. So there's this woman, the radio presenter's kid. There's a babysitter that all of a sudden appears.
Yeah,
She's just there,
literally.
and then she opens the door and she's dead. But she's only been in one scene.
Yeah.
She's like, we don't have time enough to care about you because you've literally just shown up and died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cannon
exactly.
fodder for this movie.
Yeah.
It was just, and the way she dies was hilariously bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilariously bad.
And what was it, a 15?
I think so.
It could have been a 12A.
Yeah, it really could have been.
Yeah.
I think the
That-
only
he is
gory
right by
kill
saying
was
that.
the one where the guy got the hook in his, where the first guy that died got the hook in his neck.
Yeah,
But that was it.
Oh wait, that actually happened.
that was
Yeah, on the boat.
That was meant to be
Yeah.
gory, but it just looked like someone was stabbing a hook through Play-Doh.
I just don't know what happened with this movie. I think
No.
like, John Carpenter was on. He was in his midlife crisis. I think when making this movie.
I
because-
mean, one thing I will give this movie that was very fun is that the fact that John Carpenter actually does show up in this film in one of its early scenes, and he talks to who is effectively the priest.
yeah, and he's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm going to work or wherever he's gone."
Yeah,
and then
and
he
then
doesn't come back, and he's not seen anymore. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's the best character in this movie. He's got common sense. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
"Screw
disappears.
this." He disappears into the fog, and he's like, he's the culprit. He's the one that
Yeah.
caused the fog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Paul, I'm sorry to hear John Carpenter, but you've done an L here.
Yeah, that was an L.
And you're supposed to be the best horror director of all time. Well,
And the master of chills.
and the
Not
score
with this
for
one,
this
buddy.
movie. Well,
The score for this movie
Yeah.
was
typical
very,
80s, like dun dun dun.
Yeah,
as the fog
like-
appears, and
like-
it just slowly.
and you're just meant to be scared of smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gave me the biggest chill of that movie was when I logged on to Monster Legend to see I was 30th in all multiplayer leaderboards. That was crazy, guys.
I think the biggest thing for me, the biggest emotion I felt, the relief when the movie was finally fucking
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was painful.
Because after the fog came in and they set up the fact the fog was coming in, this movie turns from a serious horror movie to okay, now we're just going to goof around and be goofballs for the next
Yeah.
30 minutes because this fog, literally, it just turns up, and then whenever it turns up, it's just convenient, near enough.
I mean, but the next movie we're reviewing, oh my god, it's on a different scale compared
It
to
is, yeah, it is. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe and keep the bell and click the bell icon just to notify when that video comes out.
And with all of that
And with
being
all of that said, I've been Jordan, he's been Ed, he's been Callum for the first time ever, you've been you, and that's a wrap.